They call me the woman of 1,000 faces. Said to have the most beautiful cough this side of Paris, a frame that drove Aphrodite to bulimia. My resplendence has put people in hospital. I have made sarcasm seductive, solitude fashionable. I was the first soul to have the circus run away with them. In Brussels, I have my own museum. In Washington, they discovered a new emotion and named it after me. But to the dismay of my many biographers, my motive for pursuing a life on stage was anything but romantic. It was simply this. When I was a child, I developed an inexorable addiction for applause. It was a foul, insatiable disease. I can recall my parents, night after night, diligently cheering my ability to fall asleep. Thus, I have never had a dream in my life. But it seemed I was headed towards acting regardless. As a child, I would become tired of the dull quality of my own skin, and so, from time to time, I would borrow the more desirable ones of my friends. I was told reluctantly that they looked better on me, and so it was decided. From then on after, I practiced hard for my career. I did not partake in conversation unless it had been rehearsed, and I removed one wall from my bedroom. A few years later, I had my big break with neo-Shakespearean director Bridget Biscuit. In Hamlet, I played a dark and foreboding atmosphere and received much critical acclaim. I don't mind admitting that, whilst many are, I myself am not a great endorser of Biscuit's ambition to combine dramatic arts with fine dining. "I have a fine vision," I can recall her cry wildly, "that instead of an asp, Cleopatra will be fatally attacked by an omelette." Yes, I remember the auditioning process for this particular part being quite trying. None of them spoke English, just bubbled fat, dramatically. I left Bridget and moved on to more challenging projects. One fond memory was of Death of a Salesman, in which I played Willy Loman's suitcase. We decided that for this production we did not require the use of an audience. It was so successful that we toured it for several years. I believed we received not even one bad review. Another equally fulfilling experience was when fresh playwriting talent Archie McDrab presented us with an amusing satire on post-Khrushchev rule entitled "Oops, I Tightened Censorship Again, Whoopsie-daisy." I played the intricate part of Brezhnev's eyebrow. Sometimes this life is hard. For they call me the woman of 1,000 faces, and my grandma always told me to wash behind my ears. Can you imagine how many hours I spend in the bathroom each morning? I became tired of burning in the spotlight, so I attempted to kill the theatre. But, disappointingly, she didn't make a sound as I ripped her curtains and threw her to the ground. No cry for mercy, no outstretched hands, just some 10-page soliloquy on death which is supposed to appear naturalistic but in actual fact no one understands. I left her only injured, we made amends. They call me the woman of 1,000 faces. There is nobody and nothing I haven't been. I can play any role but myself.